City College student Herm Castro has had to deal with some difficult circumstances, but even with these difficulties, he is up for a challenge. Helen
Herm
Halls
Castro
has the story.
loves to be physically active.
I was already in shape for the triathlons. The one that I had just finished doing was the Lake Arrowhead one. And yeah, I was always active, always on my bike, always playing basketball.
He was riding his bike when he was hit head-on by a drunk driver. Now he has lower extremity paralysis.
But small miracles are happening at Scripps Encinitas Rehabilitation Center, where with the help of an exoskeleton robot, patients can learn to walk again.
Dr. Michael Lubitz, the medical director, describes the benefits.
Is excellent in terms of improving outcome for patients. It allows the patient to do repetitive kinds of activities with their arms or legs, in this case with the exo device, and get them up and moving in such a way that they could not do it on their own.
Castro describes the experience.
The nerves, the brain remembers how to walk, how to take steps. My legs are a little stiff, they're a little atrophied from lack of use, but I'm working with what I got, and yeah, this thing, I get up and I'm walking. So the feeling is amazing.
When you talk to an individual who's been in a chair for many years, and now they can stand and take steps and look somebody in the eye at the same level, the mental health aspects of this are enormous as well.
It feels like I never stopped walking, Yeah, it feels like I just get up and walk again.
Helen Haas, Newscene.
And Castro plays wheelchair hammerball at San Diego Adaptive Sports Foundation, where he helps others with disabilities to enjoy an active life.
If you've ever had an idea for a movie, then Script to Screen is your scene. The symposium will feature El Camino Real, that tells the story of a woman who died crossing the border in the 2007 San Diego wildfires. In addition, industry professionals will speak to students about independent filmmaking, from screenwriting to directing film festivals.
The main thing is that if you're remotely interested in making motion pictures and meeting people and networking with people that are making films here in San Diego, this is the ideal spot to come and meet folks.
This event is free and open to the public. It begins tomorrow morning at 9:30 here at the Seville Theater.
And there's been a lot of activity in Hollywood this week. Natay Holmes is here with the latest. Natay?
Hello, Justin and Bradley. Thank you. There has been a lot going on in entertainment this week, but I first want to start off with a bit of sad news. The country music world is mourning the death of a legend. George Jones passed away in Nashville this morning at a hospital after a year of ill health. Jones achieved #1 songs in 5 separate decades, spanning from the 1950s to the 1990s. He was elected into the Country Music Hall of Fame, in 1992 and in 2008. Jones wrote in his memoir, "If you saw me sober, chances are you saw me asleep." George Jones was 81 years old. And Gwyneth Paltrow looks like she landed a big honor. The actress was named the most beautiful woman for 2013, according to People magazine. Paltrow was showcased on the cover. She tells People magazine when she got the news, she thought someone was playing a joke on her. The actress reveals that on a day-to-day basis around the house, she is often wearing jeans, a t-shirt, and no makeup. And it's an on-camera appearance that Reese Witherspoon would rather forget. And Atlanta police released a video of a trooper letting the actress out of the police car, removing handcuffs and walking her into the jail. Witherspoon was arrested for disorderly conduct after she interfered with her husband's DUI arrest. Since then, she has released a statement apologizing, saying she had a little too much to drink that night. Witherspoon's attorney has already worked out a deal for her to go to a pretrial intervention program to avoid a conviction on her record. And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is recovering after undergoing emergency surgery this week. The Johnson had to miss his premiere of the new film Pain and Gain to hernia surgery. Johnson stated that the surgeon had to repair 3 hernial tears. The actor tweeted a picture of himself in his hospital bed saying, "Superman is on the mind." His new film Pain and Gain hits theaters today. So Justin and Bradley, I saw the previews for Pain and Gain. It looks like a very funny movie. I think I'm gonna have to see it this weekend.
All right, well, thanks a lot for that, Natay.
Thank you.
And the clouds are gone and the sunshine is here. We'll have your weekend weather next.
Excuse me.
Well, hello.
Hi. My internet connection's acting up. Do you know anything about hotspots?
You know, if you angle yourself 45 degrees to the north, your computer's Wi-Fi card will extrapolate the router signal more efficiently.
Hit enter. It's going to come up with a dialog box.
And we're expecting some hot weather this weekend. Mario Moran is here to tell us more.
Thanks, Jay. Riley. Yeah, you know what? It is going to be quite hot this week, but not so much where it's unbearable. But currently, let's try to check out what's going on tonight in San Diego. Our weather's looking at around 66 degrees with a humidity of 61%. The wind's coming from the northwest at 11 miles an hour. Now, for you surfers out there, we got the winds coming from the west and the surf is coming in as well, 1 to 3 feet. 2 to 3 south facing, and the temperature of it 64 degrees, can't beat that. Tomorrow the sun will be rising at 6:06 in the morning, as well as setting tonight at 7:27. Now if we look at our county, I mean, come on, who can beat this in San Diego? We got coastal looking at around 60s, we got the inlands in the 70s, probably the mountains as well. Lovely weather, and we could definitely, come on, who wouldn't like that? Now let's look at our high temperatures for today. We can see all west, central, Eastern County, all over the country. Nice warm weather, really have 50s, some humidity in the center regions, and the lows will definitely show us how much of a drop we can see. From the 50s to 60s, going dropping to 70s, and getting a little bit weird out there. Now we can see the pressure system pushing out all these happy weather, high pressure heating up, and we could see it, thankfully, because we needed that in this time. But this is the one that we got to look out for. That's the rain coming in from the bottom of the country, pushing out towards and going eastwards all over Mississippi, Alabama. Some rain's coming up, especially over here in Illinois, Midwest region, that they just had a flood. But it's kind of good since a while ago they just had a drought. Doesn't really affect us here in California, but definitely the farmers in the Midwest region. Now, if we look at our coastal temperatures, we can see that it's going to be clouds, but then, of course, we will have sunshine at 69 degrees. And the inlands, we're looking at low clouds as well, but it's still going to be 80 degrees with a low of 58, so you can't really beat that. Mountains, mostly sunshine, and it's going to get even warmer, 77 and 49. And, of course, the desert's hot as always, 97, close to 100 degrees up there with a low of 67. So it's going to be quite a drop in temperatures, but it is looking to be quite a wonderful weekend. So, guys, be sure to put on some sunscreen because it's going to be warm out there.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be tough for those living in the triple-digit area.
Hey, we barely know what that is like here.
I think I'm going to go hiking, so.
Sounds like a good time. You should enjoy it.
I will.
All right. Thanks, Mario.
Thanks, Mario. And on Monday, City College is hosting a gathering to bid farewell to President Terry Burgess. The event will take place from 3:30 to 5 at the Corporate Education Center in room MS 140. Burgess has served as president of City College for the past 12 years and is retiring at the end of this semester.
Well, it's going to be sad to see President Burgess go. I know he's been a big inspiration here at City College.
Yeah, unfortunately, I actually haven't been able to meet him. I've been here for 2 semesters now.
Well,
so.
I mean, I'll take you over there to meet him. I know him pretty well.
Okay, you're going to have to do that. Thanks, Justin.
All right, folks, that's going to do it for this edition of Newscene. I'm Justin Watson.
And I'm Briley Oakes. Thanks for joining us, and have a good night.
All right, here.